Hello, hello and welcome. We are 9 little Aussies living in the USA, building a home where we all belong. Where gardens are cultivated, real food is celebrated, agrarian living is reclaimed, where we choose to walk with wonder and faith, eyes wide open to the beauty of life. Where stories and rhyme are a tether that anchor our hearts to the ancient landmarks our fathers have left for our learning, and where all weary souls may find comfort and rest. It is a grand undertaking, perhaps, but a profoundly simple one. I invite you to join us as we reach for the stars with our feet firmly rooted in love and God's good earth. Hey friends, today is not a day I intended on picking up the camera at all, but some things have happened that I thought is probably worthwhile sharing. So Cleo, who is right there, is not supposed to be right there. She is over here in the row garden, which I'm not too concerned about because it's not a garden this year. This year it's just overgrown and we've got the chickens in here already and she is munching away at whatever she's munching away at. But the problem is she has become an escape artist, which earlier we had them in a hot wire and that was fine, but when she was really little she would go under the wire, and I thought that's okay, when she gets bigger we will train her to the wire. Well, she has learnt to totally disrespect, even when I put two, I don't know, you probably can't see, there's 2 hot wires running and she is just barging through them. Well, that's one thing, which then we thought, okay, we'll do solid fences for a while. And that stopped working several days ago when we discovered her in the neighbours. Well, actually our neighbour discovered her and she had... can you believe she's 8 months old? And I did not realize that that is the age at which Jerseys, at least dairy cows, and she's at least half Jersey. We don't really know her full breeding, but she probably was in heat and she has jumped the fence, gone looking for the herd of cattle next door where there's a couple of bulls. And she's too young, I really don't want her bred at 8 months, but she took matters into her own hands. So then we brought her back in and we kept her on the side paddock over on the other side of the house, and we thought we had to cut the fence to get her back because there was no gate, and we finally got her in, got her back in there, gave her water. She had a whole paddock with really good green forage and lots of grass, and she jumped the fence again, back into the neighbours, and so we had to cut the fence and get her back again. And then we thought, okay, she's going to be difficult. We will bring her over here and put her in this little holding yard. It's got a gate with a good sturdy latch on it. Well, little Miss Cleo decided that she wants to be an athlete and she's jumped this fence. So I'm supposed to be doing a whole stack of other things today, but no, I am figuring out how to keep Cleo in. And the problem, of course, is that she has learnt to disrespect these fences. And she's obviously a jumper and a little willful. Well, not like Matilda, who is so angelic and docile. Well, Cleo has a little bit of her own mind about things. So what I think I'm going to do... So I literally found she was out and this was pushed down I've bent it back up, but that was pushed down and she's just lobbed on over that, which is, I don't know, it's about my hip height, and she's just jumped over it. So the only thing I can think temporarily to do for now to keep her in, number one, I don't want her, we also decided, I haven't told you this bit, we also decided that she's well and truly old enough. If she's well old enough to jump the fence and go in with the bull next door, she's old enough to be weaned. So we're using this as an opportunity to wean her. So she's also trying to get back to Matilda. So I have this 2-foot roll of chicken wire, and I'm just going to raise it. I don't have fence strainers. I can't remember what they call them here, but I'm just going to put it at my physical strength tightness with some tie wire. We had not cut these posts when my husband put this fence up. See, we've got this extra length, which I'm actually really glad about now, because I've got some extra height to tie this onto. So we'll see if that keeps her in. On the day where my husband is at work, all my older boys are either at work or at basketball practice or something. All I have with me today are my 2 little guys, Gracie and Zion, and they're just a little bit too little. Gracie's going to come out and help me hold things in a minute, but it's been one of those days where, and this is honestly just life when you're dealing with animals, you just never know what's going to happen. Plus, thrown into the mix is we have a lot of things going on, extra events like basketball, and one of my sons is doing a 2-week stint as a junior zookeeper, so I'm very grateful. Is she trying to take the food? She thinks you bought it for her. But I have a little personal chef here, my little personal chef Zion, who made me breakfast because it's like 10:30 and I still haven't eaten and I'm starving. But I've got to get this job done. Thanks, little mate. So I'm going to pause for a minute. You are the cause of all of the trouble today, aren't you? You're not happy, Jen? Well, I'll quickly eat my breakfast and then get back to it. You did a good job. This looks dodgy, and honestly I hope my brothers do not look at this and my dad cannot see it, he's in heaven, because this is dodgy fencing right here. I know that I am not a good fencer, but I'm hoping by elevating that it will keep her out, because I feel like she's jumping, she's getting her feet over here and then pushing down and dragging her back feet over the rest. Whereas if her head can't get over, like her front part of her body can't get up that high. So surely to goodness this will work. I don't know. We collect bits of wire that are hooked on fences or laying around the property and put it in the shed in a bundle. And some of it honestly is pretty kind of useless looking, you would think. Like, this here came off a fence somewhere, but all these little pieces I can use when I'm doing this little job, because I can just cut lengths of them to twist them and use as tie wire. So, I mean, that could be thrown away, but it could be used. So we're going to use it. I think I'm going to cut a few of them and stick them in my pocket so I don't have to keep. The kids are, Zion is keeping an eye on Cleo so that she doesn't jump another fence over there. And Gracie's doing another job. So we'll see what we can do here. See what we can do. These are, I must find out where the decent sized pliers are. Look how tiny they are. They're little wire cutters and they're working, but if this wire was any thicker, they would not work. I wonder if I can get 2 ties out of that. Yes, it would be quicker to just take it off a roll, but then that would be wasting all this good wire. There's nothing really wrong with it. All right, I'll get alfalfa. Come on, come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know. Come on. Hoping she'll follow me in. Good. Here we come. Here you go. Good job. Good job. Oh, right in the poop. Good job, kids. Is this going to keep you in, miss? The only low spot is this gate. Okay, so I've done what I can. You better respect that gate, Missy. We will see. We will see how determined or obstinate young Cleo is. There is one little section over in that back corner where I ran out of wire. There's a lot of stumps over there and high growth. So I'm kind of hoping that will deter her. And of course this gate is it's at least 1/2 foot higher than that rail she jumped, which is right. Can you see the difference in the height between the gate and the rail? So hopefully she will respect it. But young Cleo, your future rests on how you respond, my dear. Because I will not be able to keep an animal that just constantly busts through fences. So hopefully, we're really hoping she will be our next milk cow, but our second milk cow. But we will see how she goes. All right, I have to run. I got to run and pick up children. So I will see you next time, and I will keep you posted on how all of this goes. Sunshine and raindrops, friends. Until next time.